Yeah, it was very different because with We Are, it was a film that we really liked, but we didn't want to just do just a straight remake, you know. It was such a great film to begin with, and it was a very personal film for that filmmaker, so it felt like we didn't want to just translate it into English and do an American version. So We Are was almost a challenge to take that original story and find a new way to tell it and to make it personal for us. Nick kind of described it as like doing a cover of a song that you really like, so we kind of treated it like that. Cold in July was different because we wanted it to feel as much like the book as possible. We wanted to be like the experience of reading the book. So it was a little bit more changing elements of the book in order to make the movie feel more faithful, I guess, and to give it the same energy. What was kind of fun for us was making a film so quickly after We Are. So We Are came out. It played in Cannes. We had only a few days before we jumped right back into pre-production on Cold in July. We rolled right into it. And so I think it was kind of fun. We had almost the same exact crew. We were shooting in a town that was only about 30 miles away from the town we just done We Are. So it felt fun because that film was so limited in its color palette, and also the fact that it was so feminine, and it really explored women and textures and delicate, you know, it was very floral images, it was very like wood textures, it was very much like nature. It was just a completely different, everything about the film, color, texture, feel, you know, we wanted it to feel a very specific way for for We Are. This film then was so fun to come off of. It also made it very difficult because you're always very, everything was very precise tonally. I think that was the hardest movie, for me at least, felt like the hardest movie to make because it was so specific, and we wanted the camera to always be in very locked off shots, and we wanted things to play in long takes. So I think in the script we had to slow some of those transitions down. We had to, for instance, there's a twist in the middle of the film. The first real big twist of the film in the book is very, very sudden, and we stretch it out over 5 minutes and let it dawn on the audience a little bit more. And then I think with the actors, the big thing was shooting it the way we did, where we started with Michael, we brought Sam in after 2 weeks, we brought Don in after another week after that, and I think it let everyone sort of establish their tone in a way. And as soon as Sam came, I think, you know, Michael was very smart, but we talked, as soon as Sam got there, about, you know, the fact that his character was, you know, up until then was the lead of this film, and all of a sudden he becomes almost a co-lead for the rest of the film. First two are financed independently. The second two are actually financed by French independent financiers, so if anything, we're making foreign films. And they do better overseas than they do in the US, so we're very much making foreign films. Yeah, I think they're probably a little bit more commercial than some independent films, you know, because we like to have a good audience experience, and you know, obviously when you're making vampire films, you know, you're gonna have a certain amount of an audience, you know, that gets attracted to that. But they're still very much completely independent, yeah.